Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Saturn Slam Review for another exciting week of NXT television. This episode emanating once again from Center Stage Arena in Atlanta, Georgia.
Whoop whoop. Coke Boys and Donald Glover. That's all I know about Atlanta. MLK, Coke, and Donald Glover. Got it.
That's basically all you need to know about Atlanta. This was the February 7th edition of the NXT program, and it was okay.
Yeah, it had some stuff. Both wrestling and non-wrestling.
Yeah, NXT's kind of fallen into this pattern of middling undercard stuff. Not always just matches, but other stuff, and then a good main event. And the show was no different than that mold. So the show opens, and Undisputed Era come out to defend their tag titles, but Sanity blindsides them for the beating they gave them, or gives them a receipt and blindsides them for the beating they gave them a while back. Fish and O'Reilly get Eric Young isolated in the middle of the ring, start beating on him, but then Wolf and Dane cut them off, and the brawl continues. Security hits the ring, and Undisputed Era gets the hell out of there. But then William Regal's music hits, and he comes down and he says that this is enough of this bullshit. Put an end to this shit right now, and he books a 6-man tornado tag as the main event. So yeah, no title defense.
Not even waiting, not even wait a week, just right now. Right now.
Yeah. Bit of a bait and switch, but whatever. I think the match we got in the main event is probably better than the tag match or the championship match would have been.
Probably.
Not to say that it was bad, but not to say that match would have been bad, but this match was probably better. So we had Heavy Machinery come out, Otis and Tucker Knight. Tucker Knight has new tattoos, and that's about it.
Otis is Otis.
Otis is still about 3 feet wider than he is tall.
His bow-legged stance does not help in any regard. It's a joy to watch him run. He looks like the way he runs sort of looks like, you know, those lawn ornaments with the rotating legs. Yeah. So when the breeze blows, you go woo. That's how he runs.
I don't know if that's like how he actually runs or if he's doing it for effect, but whatever the case is, it's fucking hilarious to watch.
Doesn't matter. It's fantastic.
So Dozic and Moss start the wrestling the football players. I don't remember if I said that or not. Once again. Yeah. Riddick grabs a headlock. Otis shoots him off. Big shoulder from Otis. Tags in Tucker. Stereo shoulder blocks into the falling headbutts. Tucker Knight grabs a headlock. Moss shoots him off. Pulls him right back in for a northern lariat. That's not right. Autocorrect. For a short-armed lariat. I don't know where northern came from.
The northern lariat sounds like a pretty kick-ass move, though.
Yeah. Like, for a Canadian, I guess.
The Iceman.
The Iceman cometh. Glacier. Oh my god, that was a real thing. He tags in Sabatelli. More beatings. Big drop kick. He poses. Crowd was not into Tito here. Loud chants of Tito sucks. Or Tino sucks, not Tito. I don't know. He's getting over as a heel, I guess. He's definitely the better of the two football players. They puts the boot to Tucker, whips the reversal. He gets a roll up and has his feet on the ropes, but the ref catches it this time. There's a caterpillar elbow drop in there somewhere. Moss makes the save. Riddick fends off Knight. Tino thinks, so the caterpillar comes first. Then he gets the roll up, puts the feet on the rope, but the ref sees it, calls off the count. Tucker tags in, wipes out Riddick, and they do their assisted
power
slam. It's the world's strongest slam, but Otis jumps on Tucker's back.
Yeah.
Which I would not want to take that move.
Yeah, that sucks for real.
Um,
All day.
so they won. Riddick comes around. Tino, I keep calling him Tito. Tino sucks chants emanate from the arena. Sabatelli reaches out his hand, but Moss leaves him high and dry. Oh boy, can't wait for the Riddick Moss and Tino Sabatelli feud. These guys have been a team for like what? A month? 2 months? And you're already breaking them up? Neither of them are really that over.
With breaking up Italian tag teams. I count Enzo and Cass because Enzo's Italian.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. That didn't make sense then. This doesn't make sense now. We'll see what happens here. We have a show and an ad for 205 Live, which apparently has been much better the past few weeks because, as I read in the Observer today, Triple H has taken over putting the show together. Vince McMahon has stepped aside, and Triple H has taken it over, and almost immediately the quality has improved.
He needs something to do, and he's not getting yelled at by Stephanie.
We, as wrestling fans, should root for the XFL to really take off so that it eats up all of Vince McMahon's time, and Triple H is basically just running the show.
Oh my goodness. Just usurp it, Game of Thrones style.
So just everyone buy your XFL jerseys, buy your season tickets. We got to make this happen.
Buy the merch.
We don't know where the teams are even located yet, but just
doesn't matter.
Just figure it out.
What is XFL even gonna be on? What platform? What channel is it gonna be on? Like NBC, the three big ones, or
probably
is it gonna
not
be like
NBC because of what happened the last time with the XFL? I don't know.
Because like it's supposed to be the hip, new, cool football. I feel like it would be better suited on Twitch for if anything. But like, why would you show football on Twitch? That's dumb.
Well, they show wrestling on Twitch, and it does okay. So
fair enough.
Clearly, there's a market for that. I don't know. The press conference he held was full of answers like, "Well, we have 2 years to figure that out." That was his answer to most questions.
2 years is not that long, Vince.
No.
Well, for organizing your entire football league, not that long.
Hope he has a plan, but we'll see. So Johnny comes out. Big Johnny wrestling chants. He says it's been a hell of a month. He went to Philly as confident as he's ever been. He knew he was winning that match, and he saw himself standing there as NXT champion. Unfortunately, he didn't win the match. He said that sucks. When he came out here and he got that reaction, it's very, very obvious that, and he gets cut off with a chance. It's obvious to him that what he earned that night means more than a championship. He earned our respect. Now, at this point in time, I said, fuck this promo. Johnny Gargano already had the respect of the crowd. He was already like the number one babyface on the brand. He's 0-3 against Andrade Almas, and he just comes out here smiling like, oh, well, you know, I'm champion in my heart. That's bullshit. You should be mad that you didn't win the title.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you present some fair points. You know, context clues tell us that this is...
This is classic John Cena fuckery here. Where he loses the title or gets screwed out of the title and comes out the next night on Raw smiling like it didn't even happen, like the title doesn't mean shit to him. No, that title should be the most important thing in the world to you. Pretend like it matters.
Well, now it's going to matter because Andrade came out and started talking some more smack.
Yeah, Andrade and Zelina come out and they make fun of him for not winning the title. Then Candice LeRae comes out with no music and shoves down Zelina Vega. Let me see.
Between them all.
Yeah, there's a fight. He gets in her face, jaw-jack in. Johnny runs Almas off, and champion they flee to the ramp. And Vega gets on the house mic and says she's sick of them, and she asks what it takes to get rid of them. Johnny says if they want him gone, they have to give him another shot at the title. Then Zelina says, okay, we'll give you a shot at the title, but if you lose, you leave NXT for good. Gargano takes the bet. If he can't win the title, he'll leave NXT. Everyone is like, oh, that's a dumb idea, including his wife. We'll see how they book around this. I don't see them taking the title off of Andrade before TakeOver New Orleans. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm predicting Tommaso Ciampa is involved in some capacity, but
he should be.
We'll see how they figure this out. They could do a screw job and then be like, oh wait, you know, here's a good idea, or an idea at least. They have the match. They're wrestling the match. Ciampa comes out, waffles Almas with the crutch. So Gargano wins by DQ. So he doesn't win the title, but he wins the match. And then he beats on Gargano. And then he explains himself on the mic being like, I want to beat the shit out of Johnny Gargano, and I can't do that if he's not in NXT.
I like that. It's a good angle.
You can use
Thoughtful. Well planned.
You can use that, Paul. It's for you.
Send it back to the tapes. Just edit it in.
Well, I don't know how far ahead they've taped. I don't know how much television they've taped. I checked to see. I glanced briefly at spoilers for the next couple tapings. I didn't see anything about that match, so I don't know if they've taped it yet. We'll see. I guess we'll see in the coming weeks. Commentary. Oh wait, we have an interview with Shayna Baszler, where she says everyone knows that if you get in the ring with her, you have three choices: tap, nap, or snap. This catchphrase did not get over when Daniel Bryan tried to use it, and he has far more charisma than Shayna Baszler, so that's a swing and a miss for you there, sister.
Yeah.
There's no what's next. There's not going to be a rematch because Ember Moon is scared, and she knows that if she gets in the ring again, Shayna will take her title from her. She already wrenched her arm out of the socket. This was an okay interview. It was good by Shayna Baszler standards, but she still has a ways to go when it comes to this whole talking thing.
Time and practice.
Yeah, hopefully she'll get there. Hopefully Ronda gets there quicker because she's got less time and she's gonna have a much bigger microscope placed on her.
Yeah, that is true.
Commentary hypes up the main event before saying Bianca Belair is in action next. We have another ad advertising Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong for next week. That should be a good match. Tyler Bate is interviewed about his loss to Roderick Strong. Says it's difficult not to be upset, but credit where credit's due. Roddy earned his title match. He'll be watching very closely. However, he says that it's an incredible feeling winning match of the year, and he's looking forward to having many more matches of the year in 2018 with the NXT roster. He name drops a few people like Aleister Black and Velveteen Dream, I believe. Bianca Belair versus Jessie Tilson. They're building up Bianca.
Or was it Jessix Hill?
I had Jessie Tilson in my notes. It's entirely possible that that's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. It was Lady Jobber.
Yeah. Another jobber squash for Bianca here. This time there was no offense. There was for the jobber. There was no hair whip. Just kind of. It was quick. It wasn't even that good a squash match, really. She just kind of beat her up a bit, hit her finish, and won.
Right. You know, maybe we should take it aside. Talk about what a good squash matches should do, ideally. And I think that is...
Showcase all of her moves, or most of her moves. Get over... The purpose of a squash match is to get over the person who's doing the squashing. It's to get over their moves. So she should ideally use most of her shit. She should get her shit in.
Right. It's basically make the audience go, why should the other wrestlers be afraid, and why should I be excited about watching her in the ring? And that would include her hair whip, which seems to be really strong and also explodes with the force of 1,000 sonic booms upon contact.
Yeah.
But no.
But no, that she didn't get in her most over move. But she won again with her fall away power bomb. They called it on commentary. I guess that's a good enough name for it. The commentary tosses to a video package of Kairi Sane and the Women's Royal Rumble. Really not much to that. But at least we didn't hear Stephanie McMahon talk about making history.
History. Herstory.
Herstory. It's a battle royal. Sanity versus Undisputed Era in a 6-man tornado tag match. This was a fine match. Lots of spots, lots of hitting people. There were some tables involved, kendo sticks, all kinds of. There was one point where Killian Dane threw Bobby Fish like a bowling ball onto everyone else that was in the match. Lots of carnage. This match was clearly designed to get Killian Dane over. To what end, I'm not sure. I don't see him challenging for the title anytime soon. And I don't know if they're going to split him from Sanity. That would seem silly to me. I think Sanity should come up as a unit, and I'm pretty sure they will, so I don't know why they're going through so much trouble to get Killian Dane over, unless, of course, we're getting in New Orleans Lars Sullivan versus Killian Dane.
That could be interesting.
I'll tell you what match I want for New Orleans. I want Velveteen Dream versus Ricochet.
Ooh, you make things that sound good, Kurt. And things I want to watch.
Make that happen. Yeah, I have a whole dream card for TakeOver New Orleans. I don't think it's possible to get everything on there because there's supposed to be like only 5 or 6 matches, and I have like 8 or 9 that I want on that card. But
can we just replace some of the Fastlane matches with those? Screw the main event. We're just gonna do NXT for the last hour.
Well, the main event of Fastlane should be good. The Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, AJ Styles triple threat. That should be good. Everything else though can fuck right off. I don't even know what else is on that card, but it's Fastlane.
It's already fucked.
Yeah. So Killian Dane got all the shit in, including the Michinoku driver onto the other dude, the splash dropkick combo, all kinds of nonsense.
Dude's got mad ups, I will say this.
He jumped high for a fat guy.
Jumps pretty high for a fat guy.
Offspring, please don't sue.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, triple thick milkshake. That's messed up the cadence, but no one has to know that.
We'll work on it. So Cole goes crazy with super kicks. Eric Young. There was a point in this match where everyone was covering people and everything was getting broken up with big moves, which was fun. O'Reilly hit Axe and Smash somewhere in there. Fish hit a Samoan drop. Discus lariat from Dane. Cole gets pump kicked to the floor. And then he goes to cannonball Cole through a table, but he whiffs and puts himself through the table. They all beat up Alexander Wolf for a while, but he manages to get out and put a hurting on them. He can't finish the power. He goes for a power bomb, but Cole super kicks him. They hit total elimination. Eric Young breaks with a pin with kendo stick. He starts running wild on tag champions, but then Adam comes in with another super kick. Stereo roundhouse kicks from, or they attempt stereo roundhouse kicks, but Cole hits Fish with his pump bicycle kick. Eric Young breaks up something here. My notes got a little crowded to the end here. So Cole hits his last shot. Fish makes the cover. Eric Young won't go out like that. He kicks out. There we go. That's what I wrote.
That's the one.
Killian comes back in and asks for all three at once. Undisputed Era get some punches in on him, but then he just powers out. Hits Fireman, carry, slam, drop kick, senton, everything. Huge crossbody, clears house, and then he hits Bobby Fish with the Psycho Driver, and which I guess they call the Ulster Plantation. Okay. That's a dumb name. Okay. It's the Psycho Driver. Better.
Can you just change it to the Northern Lariat, please?
He's from North Ireland. That would work. So Sandy wins by pinfall here. I like this match. It was a lot of fun. But I can't help but feel that finish made Undisputed Era look weak at a time where I don't feel like they should be made to look weak.
Yeah, the finish was a little problematic.
Especially since they took out both Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
And in War Games, the Authors
Era
of Pain
really strong.
Well, they didn't look strong. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. I'm not sure what's next for Adam Cole. I feel like the direction is probably Aleister Black and Almas in New Orleans. Of course, I guess they could do a triple threat and have Cole win the title without having to beat Aleister Black. I don't know what they're going to do. We'll see. This should be an interesting next few weeks of NXT television.
Yeah.
We're 60 days from, 59 days now from WrestleMania, or it'll be less even when you watch this. But we're less than 60 days away from WrestleMania.
The down is a counting.
They've got 2 months to have the picture come into focus. So real quick, Heavy Machinery versus Otis. Oh wait, Heavy Machinery versus Riddick Moss and Tito Sabatelli. Heavy Machinery gets the win. I gave it a solid 1.75 rating.
1.5 stars, yeah.
What was the next match? Bianca Belair versus Lady Jobber. Half star.
Half star. Jobber match.
Sandy versus Undisputed Era. 3.25 stars.
3 stars for me.
All right, so that's this show. Not next week, but in the slot of Elimination Chamber, we will be reviewing our latest retro pay-per-view, which is ECW Living Dangerously 1999. After that, I think the retro pay-per-view slots, we're going to do a thematic thing. I think we're going to go through and watch all of 1997's WWF pay-per-views. 1997 considered to be WWF's best year, that or 2000. I've already watched all the 2000 ones by myself, so I'm going to let that sit a little bit before we get to that. And those were all very good. So I'm excited to see what 1997's like. So I think that's going to be our direction for retro pay-per-views after ECW. Even if the Raw boycott ends, it's not that much of an ask for us to watch an extra pay-per-view every so often. So I think we'll keep the retro gimmick going. Other than that, we won't see you for Elimination Chamber. Hashtag not my Universal Champion. And I guess we'll see you for Fastlane, whenever Fastlane is.
Fastlane.
And then WrestleMania. And we might have some surprises in store for WrestleMania weekend. We'll see how that turns out.
Maybe Fastlane won't be terrible, because I don't know what the long-term booking is for a lot of this. I know
long-term booking in WWE? Peter, you sweet naive fool.
Right? I mean, they pretend. It's like, I don't know, it's like a frozen banana, but underneath the chocolate, instead of a banana, it's like a fucking piece of concrete. You think it's edible. You think it's palatable. But no. It's just basic as shit. Get the fuck out of here.
And on that note, we'll see you next time.